I just bought this house for my parents and we're gonna give it a complete makeover. So I didn't intend to buy my parents a house. In fact, I actually already bought them one 2 years ago. But my house flipping team locked this deal up, and the more I looked at it, the more I realized that this fit their needs going forward so much better than what they have now. For one, it's a single story, which is gonna be so much better for them as they get older. And two, it's a lot closer to my dream house I'm building. So it's gonna be way more convenient to bring the kids over here or have them come see the kids. But also, it's a lot bigger than their current house, and it has a much bigger backyard for when my kids do come over to visit their grandparents and do a sleepover or whatever it ends up being down the road. Now, when we originally put this house under contract, it was to fix and flip it. As you can see, everything is pretty old, it's dated. We obviously got a good deal on it, which I'll tell you about later on in the video. But the more I looked at it, the more I realized that now is the time to buy them a new home, especially with this fitting everything they're looking for. So let's walk through it and talk about what we're gonna do to make this thing epic. So right now we're here in the kitchen, and here's the truth. If this was a lower end entry-level home, I would probably keep this kitchen. It's got granite counters, it's got cabinets that are in good shape, it's just really dirty. But since we're gonna renovate so much of the house anyway, you can't really keep this, and this is gonna be the selling point of the home. So we're gonna end up getting rid of the entire kitchen and knock out this soffit above me. I'm not sure how exactly we're gonna lay it out, but my guess is we'll keep this original alignment with that, but we'll probably put a huge island this way. Now, as far as colors go, I could make it like all my other flips that you've probably seen on this channel where we have white cabinets, black accents, and all that, but I'm actually just gonna let my parents pick since they're gonna live here. And many of you might be wondering, Ryan, why don't you surprise them with it? That'd be really cool for a YouTube video. Well, the truth is, my whole family works in my company. My dad is actually one of my project managers in my house flipping business, so he would have ended up getting this home anyway as a project manager, so I might as well tell him now that I'm actually gonna keep this for them so that they can pick what they want. Now, as we walk over here, you can see that we're back here at the entrance, and you've got this area for the dining room. The floor, once again, is in good shape. If this was any other house or it was gonna be a flip or a rental, I'd probably just keep this floor, I'd keep that kitchen, and rent it out because it's definitely in livable condition, even though it's really dirty. But since it's gonna be for my parents, I wanna really do the best I can. So what we'll end up doing is filling this floor in so it's all even. You know, on these older homes, a lot of them had these little drop down floors for really no reason, just to kind of separate the space. But now you want everything on the same level, especially because it's kind of a hazard to have these steps. So we'll fill in this floor, make it even. But the big thing we're gonna do is get rid of this entire wall. This is separating the space so much and making it so closed and feeling smaller than it actually is. And as you'll be able to see, once we knock out this wall, now we'll be open to this living room, which is separated at the moment, but with everything all open together, right when you walk in that door, you're gonna see this huge open space. You're gonna have this big giant kitchen that's really epic, and everything will be open living. Now, this is one decision I'll leave up to them. Personally, for me, I would get rid of this fireplace and put a nice electric one because that's kind of what's in style. But I think my parents might like this classic look and they probably will want to keep this, but I'll leave that up to them. So that'll be the main living area, which is really cool. And that takes us to the bedroom. So let's check out this bathroom real quick. This is probably one of the only parts of the homes I wouldn't keep. You know, the kitchen was in good shape and the floor was pretty good, but I don't know that I could keep this. So we'll totally renovate this bathroom. And then over here, you've got 3 bedrooms and then the master on that side. So they don't really need 4 bedrooms. You know, it's just gonna be them living here, potentially maybe my grandma as well. So there's kind of no point to have this. So we actually do have a good plan. What we're gonna do is take this bedroom that's closest to the master and punch a door somewhere around here and make this a huge walk-in closet for them. When you're flipping houses, you usually don't want to get rid of a bedroom. But when you're building a house for you or for your family, you want to do what's most functional. So we're actually going to get rid of this bedroom so that the master can have a much bigger closet And in turn, we can make the bathroom even bigger as well. So here's the master bedroom. One thing that we might do is make this wall flush, since we're taking from that room anyway to be the closet. This doesn't really need to come out this far anymore. So to get some more square footage in here, we might end up doing that. But as you can see, this was the original closet for the master bedroom. Very small, but it has to be because you have the bathroom next to it. Well, since we're building the big walk-in closet in the bedroom, we can get rid of this and add it to the bathroom. So let's look at the bathroom real quick. So over here, you have the bathroom. Now, once again, this bathroom's kind of like the kitchen. It's in good shape, you know, it's not the best design, but it's in good shape. We don't really need to change it. But since we're gonna get rid of the closet, which is next door, we can have a huge bathroom and put a standalone tub, put a nice glass shower, put the vanity somewhere. You know, I haven't configured it out yet, but it's gonna end up being so much better by taking out that closet and then building a huge walk-in closet there. And honestly, I would probably still do both of those things even if I were flipping this house. I would sacrifice this bedroom because I believe that having that bigger bathroom and that huge closet in the master is gonna add more value to this house anyway. If I was the end buyer, I would rather have it that way as well. Now, the reason this house was such a good deal is because it actually has hidden square footage. Right here is where the garage was. So they've converted it to living space, and right now it's not counted on the assessor's website. Currently, they show this house as like a 2,100 square foot home, when in reality, with all of this, it's a 2,800 square foot home. So what we're gonna do is get this square footage accounted for, and now it's gonna bring up the value of the house significantly. And also, for value purposes, by having this closet in here, we get to count this as a bedroom. So even though we got rid of that other bedroom over there, we're gonna still end up having a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. And as you can see, it's pretty dark in here, but they left this part bare where the garage was. So what we'll end up doing is probably getting rid of this wall, plastering this garage door so it looks like it's included in the house, and just make this all one big area. And I would guess this room will end up being a playroom for my kids, since that's gonna be the living area and bedrooms over there. They can just really make this place a mess and have a lot of fun. Now, here's part of the reason I really like this home is this enormous backyard. This house is set on 1/2 an acre, which is really big in Las Vegas. And it's got this beautiful pool, a bunch of nice desert landscaping, and it really doesn't need much work. We just gotta clean it up. Growing up when I was a kid, we had a house on 2/3 of an acre, and I have so many great memories of playing in the backyard, swimming in the pool, and just having a good time with my friends. And it's really cool being able to give that back to my parents because they lost that house in the recession. Now, as I said before, the garage is already converted, and we're gonna use that as square footage. And for a house of this caliber, you typically need a garage. So the good thing is they already built a 2-car detached garage right here. Now, as you can see, they used it more for storage. They got a bunch of stuff there, and inside, it's mainly used for storage. Now, here's the deal. If any of you have been following me on Instagram for a while, you may know that I've called my parents hoarders many times. It's just the way that they've always been. Even as I was growing up in our original house, it was just full of stuff. In the current house that I bought them, it's full of stuff, even though I told them we wanted to keep it a lot more clean. And in this house, they've promised that they're not gonna bring a bunch of stuff, but if you check back me with a year from now, if we look in this place, I bet you there's gonna be even more stuff. And I'm kind of just like, at this point, they are who they are, and I love them anyway. So what I'm saying is, don't expect that this is gonna be used as a 2-car garage. Expect that it's gonna be used as a storage facility, along with that shed, and probably gonna be a bunch of storage and stuff out here too, but at least it's got a gate hiding it. But overall, the backyard's pretty cool. You definitely don't see diving boards anymore, and this pool looks really deep, which you don't really see anymore as well. So I know they're gonna really love just hanging out here because they love the pool, and this is actually a really big one. So I think with everything here, they're gonna really love it, and it's gonna be an awesome transformation. And for me, it's just another way that real estate has blessed me and all the people around me. Without house flipping and wholesaling and everything that I've done in my real estate investing journey, so many people would not be where they are today because real estate has been so good to me, my parents being one of them. Now, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know when I do these house flip tours, I always talk about the numbers. So let's talk about that. But before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get more content just like this. So as I said before, we acquired this with the intention to flip. It actually came from one of our TV commercials. The seller called in, said that she'd been living here for decades and was ready to go move to a smaller place. My team was able to buy this home for $515,000. Now, how much money we put into it is gonna be up for debate because we're probably gonna do a lot more than we would on a normal house flip. But for easy numbers, I think that we're gonna end up putting around $85,000 into it, which would give us an all-in total of $600,000. See how I said I was gonna keep it for easy numbers? Now, if I was gonna go sell it and put it on the market, I would definitely list it for $750,000. If we were able to hit those numbers after money costs and closing costs and all the fees, we'd probably make about $100,000 if everything went right. But that's not the end goal for this. What we're gonna actually do is a BRRRR. So if you don't know, BRRRR stands for buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. So I got a hard money loan on this house, and hopefully, like I said before, we'll be all into it for $600,000. When I go to refinance the property, they're gonna bring out an appraiser and give me the appraised value. If he agrees with me at $750,000, they'll give me a loan for 80% of that. And to keep math simple, 80% of $750,000 is exactly $600,000. And so if everything goes the way we think, I'm gonna refinance this house for $600,000 and be $0 into it. Now, the benefit for me is I get to be in this house for no money out of pocket. My expenses will be the mortgage and utilities because I'm gonna cover all that for them. But I also get all the tax benefits of owning this property. I'll get the interest deductions, I'll get the depreciation, and I'm gonna get all the upside whenever they move out or eventually we sell it. And that's actually what's happened on the house they live in now that I bought them 2 years ago. I purchased that home for $260,000. Once we got it fixed up and renovated, I refinanced it for a value of $350,000. But today, just 2 years later, that house is now worth anywhere from $450,000 to $500,000. So the point is, if you can find great deals in real estate and you can hold them as rental properties or even buy them for your parents or for yourself, you could be wealthy in a very short amount of time by just getting good deals and keeping them. And if you want to learn how I got this deal and how I bought my parents that deal before and how I flipped hundreds of homes and how we're currently doing it in today's competitive market, making more than ever, go to futureflipper.com. You can join any of my coaching programs where I'll coach you directly on what's going on and how you can get started in real estate today. So go check it out and make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can see the after of this home when we're done with it. I'll see ya.